Well, hello, hello.
Hey.
We're back. We're back. This time we're about to talk that stuff. Real Housewives of Potomac. Um, this episode, well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. This episode, I actually liked it. It was a semi feel good episode. Like there was a lot of feel good moments. I shouldn't say feel good, but you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't all I don't know. Remember when they went to Miami and I mean we couldn't get a break from the drama. Like it was episode after episode. We loved it, but it was just like, let us breathe, y'all. And then the episode they let us breathe was so boring. Like, okay, bring back the drama. But this one was pretty nice. So they're still in the DR with Curtis, and they have crowned Nneka the what is she, the Grand Dame or whatever. So they're doing all of that, and Nneka gives an acceptance speech, and I don't like Nneka clearly, but I wrote, I guess, next and don't bring Jesus into your mess. I'm like, what did she do? But I think she was like, I want to thank Jesus for blah 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 blah, and thank you. I'm like, girl, come on now, keep him out of this. But not Dr. Lord, Karen, she played along or whatever, but you can tell she was. I don't think she was mad, but she was just like, okay, y'all, this is like doing the most. But it was so funny in the diary when she was just like, they got her wearing this Party City crown in public. And she was like, this is not a crowning, it's a clowning. But she was happy. So I'm like, okay.
Now, did you think that clown looked like Giselle?
I did not think the clown looked like Giselle.
Okay, all right.
but it was still funny. It was still funny. So the ladies head to this.
But hold on. Wait. You missed that whole part where Giselle was talking about how Karen is whenever she don't really like something.
Her lips I probably purposely skipped that part too. Carry on. I'll let you do that one.
Her lips do this. Do that. Her nose look a little witchy.
Extra witchy, she said. And that the producer was so shady because they showed like
they said her wig fall back.
And they showed her fixing the wig. I was like, okay, they wrong for that. Oh my God. So after I let the ladies head to, I thought I was just like, wait a minute. I thought it was kind of late to do golf, but it was a nighttime golf thing. Yeah. And it was interesting. It seemed like it was fun. Yeah. It reminded me of like a uncaged Top Golf a little bit. But they, I guess, have to hit these little areas and they light up if you hit something. But it seemed like it was fun.
They seem to be talking to each other and having fun with each other.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking like they all seem to be getting along, attempting to hit the ball and kind of like clowning with each other, but it was all like in jest and fun. Like it didn't seem like somebody was well on this side, Kiki and the other people, So I thought this was kind of weird, but Giselle was just like, no, I think it wasn't Giselle, somebody else said that let's play for a prize, maybe Ashley or Robin, somebody, but Giselle was like, the winner gets to kiss the loser, or the loser has to kiss the winner in the mouth with tongue. And I'm like, okay, I'm all for games and stuff like that, but that was mighty specific. Were you trying to win? You trying to tell us something, Giselle?
Giselle was trying to get eyeballs on this season. That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted.
Oh my God, she was like, okay, we need to do something to pump this up or whatever. But let's see. Oh, Ashley said she's been thinking about that's what I was just like, wait a minute. Ashley said Giselle had been thinking about her man. That's why she brought that stuff up. And she claims they have been dating in this relationship for about 6 months. And it's a relationship, but not exclusive. Because
on her part.
Yeah. And I'm thinking like on his either, girl. Like he ain't exclusive over there. You think he's sitting there pining after you every 2 weeks? No. And I guess they have an agreement that do your thing, but don't post anybody else on social media. Like that's their agreement. So we can keep this fake relationship alive,
I don't think it's fake.
I don't think it's. I do think I agree. I was just messing with Giselle. So I don't think it's a relationship though. I do think it's real. They are having real sex as often as she goes back and forth, but I don't think it's like it's definitely not an exclusive thing. It's just
I
like
definitely think that they're dating. Because
I'll give
okay,
that.
so dating is like, yeah, like we're in each other's company.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did she say that they were exclusive? I know someone brought
No,
up the word exclusive, but I
yeah,
don't.
she said relationship. She kept calling it a ship.
Yeah.
And she said, somebody said, are they exclusive? And she said she isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So insinuating that he was, but
You know
she
what?
didn't
Okay.
say it, but
So is he a little too young for her? Probably. Will it last? I don't think it will, but I like that for her. Like I'm not trying to have a man. I'm not trying to da da da. I'm dating someone and it all seems plausible. It all seems real. And that's okay.
Yeah. And I do I feel like it's like they know, because I think I mentioned this before, like the way they talk to each other on the phone, it definitely seems like somebody that they didn't just start talking when the camera start rolling. It seems like a actual relationship where people will talk, and know each other. And also the kids, unless she coached them, they seem to be familiar.
Really know him.
Yeah. So.
And I don't think Grace would have acted. I think she would have been more like, I ain't got time for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's that. Let me see. Karen talks to Candace about the crowning. Oh, they kind of go over to the side, and she was just saying like Giselle has to take jabs because nothing is going on for her. And she was saying she doesn't need a crown; she just has one where they need their titles or whatever. But anyway, that ladies head to dinner. It was a beautiful.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. The
Okay.
same time that Candace was talking about she has nothing going for her. So that's when they were having the conversation about the model boy.
Oh,
yeah. It was like it was happening at the same time.
Yeah, they were on one side, or not one side, but they were at the night golf. Okay, I thought you were saying I thought you were saying something different, but yeah, this is the same scene, same scene. But yeah, so later, I guess that same day, they go to a restaurant, and Giselle thanks Karen for the advice that she gave her about her daughter who was graduating, and
they flashed magnanimous of her.
Yeah, and they flash back to the scene of Karen and Giselle, which lets you know that they are like, they're real friends. And it was good advice because her mom, I guess Karen's mom, told her basically don't make this event about you because just try to control your own emotions, because she was just bawling and all this kind of stuff when her son graduated, and her mom was like, you're missing this major moment with your son. And at the moment, you're not thinking that, oh, I'm making this about me or anything like that. I'm sure nobody's thinking that for the most part. But it was good advice. So she was just like, I actually took that and, I held it together, and we had a good graduation. She mentioned that her daughter was going to an HBCU in Florida, and I think they were asking, I don't know if she brought it up or they were asking if she has concerns because it's Florida.
Mia brought it up. She asked about it.
And they show, while this conversation, they show Wendy looking crazy, and they show Candace like looking crazy too. Now, I do know that editing can be interesting, because I was just like, are they showing them their faces while she's talking, or is that like a face she made at some point and then they're making it seem like? That's why I couldn't tell, because I was just like, from what I got from Wendy and Candace, they don't like Giselle, but they're not the kind to be like, oh, she's talking to
hate on the kids.
Yeah. It seems like for the most part, kids are off, the table. So I don't know. I need to go back. I meant to go back and watch it.
You didn't watch the rest of this episode?
No, go back and watch that scene to edit to see if she's actually talking and they're looking at the same time. Or
so later in the episode, it was God, I don't remember who it was who brought it up.
Robin, messy self. Yeah.
But Robin saw the same thing. Like she was sitting right next to him. She saw the two of them do that while Giselle was talking, and Giselle said, "I saw the exact same thing while she was talking." So yes, this happened while she was talking about her daughter going to school.
Okay, what I'm saying is, so let's say it's somebody I don't like, and they're talking about their daughter, because this, they're showing us a 3-minute clip of hours or whatever. So let's say you're talking about your daughter or whatever, and as you're talking about your daughter, you say something about the governor in Florida, and let's say a comment that you make about the governor is, well, actually, I'm this is hypothetical. I'm just thinking of how this could happen. I'm gonna go back and watch it because I don't know, but and I'll go back and say this other thing I just thought about. But anyway, as she's talking, she may say something controversial, like, let's say, I actually like that Governor DeSantis did this because them black people did need to do that. And then you look at your friend like, what? So it wasn't the conversation about your daughter. It's a comment that you made during that conversation that made me look at you like, did she just say that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they were looking like that because she was talking about her daughter. I think it was in reference to probably something that she said, and the editors used that to pump up the drama. But any case,
but Robin specifically said that they were doing it when she was talking about her daughter, and Giselle also saw the exact same thing too.
Well, Giselle,
and if you pay
I thought she
attention to
said she
Giselle,
didn't see
Giselle saw them look, and she was looking at them. She kind of stopped talking, and then she continued to talk. She saw that they were making those faces.
I thought Giselle specifically said, and before she said in her confessional that they were doing it, but she said, I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it.
No, someone else that was in the room said that.
So when they were at the beach, and we're getting into the end, but when they were at the beach, Robin brought it up, and Giselle said, I didn't notice it. She said that at the beach.
She said, I did notice it.
Oh, I thought she said, I didn't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wrote that down wrong. I thought she said I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. Okay. So she said she did. I have to go back and watch because I thought she said I didn't. And I was like, oh, maybe it was my little whatever closed caption that got it wrong. But any case, they they were doing that while she was talking, and that's the way they made it seem or whatever. And I think Wendy mentioned that she would not allow her black sons to go to school in Florida or whatever. And I don't think, it's almost like, because I'm in Texas, and Texas, has some bad, news and stuff, but it depends on the pocket that you're in. So I feel like at FAMU, they'll be fine. But Trayvon might have thought he would have been fine too, so it's just like, I understand her concern, but I think she'll be fine.
I do understand her concern, and I do realize that she has a political commentator hat on, whatever, and that is her reality. But there are thousands of people who go to HBCUs in the South, and pretty much all states in the South have laws similar to that. It's just that Florida is Florida, and Florida gets the attention that other states don't get.
Yeah.
It's not that other states don't have similar laws. It's just that because Louisiana models its laws after Texas and Florida.
Yeah. All the South. I think the only difference between I will say about Louisiana, for some reason they can sneak out a Democratic governor every now and then. So I don't know. It seems like they can
That's only if the Republican governor is that bad.
Oh, okay. So I guess because it like, I don't know, somebody barely won. I can't remember who it was, but I just remember my mom when I'm talking about it. But in case,
John Bell Edwards.
Oh, okay. So let me see. Karen says everybody wants to see each other win. What I missed? See, I done got off all track.
My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. They're still at dinner, and I think she said that everybody wants to see each other win. I don't think that's true, but Giselle said that we should call out when we fall short. She brings up Karen's comments about Mia and the rapper and all that kind of stuff. And Karen said that they have come for her mayor time after time, and she's done turning the other cheek. And she brought Mia in the group, so she feels like Mia should have some type of allegiance to her, and that people are disrespectful. So what I do agree with is that I don't think they all want to see each other win, and they all call each other out or whatever. Now Giselle will call somebody else out, but she don't like to get called out, because I'm just like, I know you're not bringing up somebody saying something about somebody else when that's all you do, girl. Anyway. Let me see. Karen said that
I don't know about that one, Michelle. I don't know about that one.
You don't think Giselle?
No. It's not. I mean, no one really wants to be called out. No one really wants to be called out.
Yeah.
So like, so when you say that, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know.
I feel like if I'm trying to think of who in the group, because at this point, maybe who's the girl, the new girl, Kiara, maybe her. She's the only one that can actually say that you shouldn't call people out, because she's the only one that has it at this point. Everybody else has. So it's almost like how dare anybody say that specific thing when you've done that or worse in the past? But that's what the show is about. That's what we watch for. So anyway, let me see what else happened. Karen said she's human and she bleeds. And Mia was like, that's why I haven't shared the true story. And Ashley, of course, bucks her eyes. Now, as soon as Mia said that, I'm like, Mia knows she can lie. Like because she lied all the time, effortlessly. So if
he hasn't lied all this season. Well, I don't remember her lying all this season. Has she lied at any point?
She's been lying about her marriage the whole season, acting like they together.
Okay, at some point, somebody can decide to get a divorce. Like, you don't know when this happened. We don't know when this happened.
Well, Karen brought up the rapper, so I think it at least had happened while the show. Because ain't she like engaged to this guy now? Right?
Oh, that I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, she's engaged to another guy now, and I think that's the guy Karen was referring to. So I think
Mia also said, unless she was lying,
mm-hmm.
Mia also said that that she and G both know the rapper. That's what she said on the show.
Yeah.
She could have been lying.
I have to go and see if this is actually the guy she was talking about. But clearly but anyway, Mia just lied. That's what I'm saying. She just lied last episode about something. I can't remember.
Her inheritance.
Oh yes. That.
I was like, and everybody was like, "What? Huh? What you talking about? You were adopted, girl. Wait, how you getting inheritance?
When did you become an heiress?"
I think she married one of those men, and he died, and he left her some money, or maybe he just left her some money.
Yeah, it could be, because I'm just like, and the fact that G was broke when she met him. There's no way you'd have married this old man.
Broke. She just meant he didn't have as much money in the bank as she did.
Oh, okay. Well, he broke now, but he wasn't. Mm-hmm. And I guess we'll talk about that.
Her story did change. The story. Okay, so I understand. You know, when you have like a little inheritance, yeah, a little money when somebody dies, mm-hmm. you continue to work. I get that, but you never told us that before.
Right.
Like, all these years, you never told us that before.
And everything you told us made us think that he was his high roller, which she said, but she was like, "But what is a high roller?" Now a high roller and a high roller, and $10,000 is nothing now. You know, it's just like, okay, you wouldn't be in that apartment if $10,000 was nothing, or the condo, wherever it is.
She could have spent it. She could have spent it all.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't speak for her because I don't know where they at financially at this point, but most people $10,000, because even when, I mean, there's a whole nother show, but I kind of chuckle at the traders, because it's like when they play the game and they get like $11,000 and they're like, And I'm like, that's some people bag. You know what I'm saying? Like they just spent $30,000 on a bag. Or like Sheree, remember that time? This is a whole nother show, I'm sorry, but remember that time that what's the girl name? I can't think of her name now, which is fine. But she wanted to make Sheree feel better. So she brought her shopping at her house with this, and Sheree ended up spending like over $10,000 on this Gucci stuff.
This is a question. Wasn't it the one that just got kicked off of Atlanta who finally got her peach? That's a question.
Yeah, I think it's her. I can't think of, for some reason her name is just
Marlo.
Marlo, thank you. Because I was gonna say Mia. I was like, it ain't Mia.
I knew it started with an M.
Yes. Oh, we'd have forgot you already, girl. Anyway. But anyway, I said all that to say $10,000 is still a lot of money, no matter what you got or whatever. Now, this part, I know you call me a conspiracy theorist and say that, but this, I could put $10,000. No.
Your whole inheritance.
Right. All my inheritance on this being a produced scene. Like the producers was like, okay, do this, do this, do that. Because Kay mentioned, she was like, thank you, Giselle, for checking on me. And she was like, y'all heavens didn't check on me to Candace and Wendy. And Candace was like, I didn't know you was that sick. And Wendy was like, I gave you some ginger ale or whatever. And the reason I felt like it was a producer thing, because that could have started some drama, but it kind of fell flat. It didn't work out. So I was just like, I see
what you're saying.
Yeah, but I don't know, to get.
I do. It never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind. But on that one, I would give you that one. Give you that one. Mm-hmm.
Only because it was some show I was watching and they were saying the producer, it's another show, but they basically were saying like in their after show that the producers had them do this for a reason. But in case. So the next day, Giselle and Mia talk, and Mia wants to know, like, what have I ever done to Karen? They kind of like in the morning in the poolside or whatever. And Giselle mentioned that basically when she came to Miami, they had the Miami trip, and she confronted Karen and told her she, was, on both sides of the fence. And when she went to check on Wendy, she chose a side that was her challenging Karen, and Karen has not gotten over it. Like, I don't know if that's the case, but it could be. I don't know. Mia was a whole fool last season. Like they tried to like make her like nice this season or whatever, but we remember because she acted a complete utter fool last season. She's been a lot palatable this season, I will say. But I don't know if that's the case. But when they got back in the house, Karen in her swimsuit, she looked good for 60. I will give that to her.
I will say every last one of them looked nice.
Yeah.
I recall. Every last one of them looked nice.
That's true. They all did. And she was like, let me bow to Karen, who brought me into the group, my master or whatever, kind of playing off. So
foolery.
I think what
foolery. I don't like. What do I do that? I didn't like it when Robin was doing blah 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 blah. Girl, You're not 5 years old. Come on now.
Use your words. I think that's what Robin falls to when she don't have a rebuttal. Because she's done that before, like not necessarily blah blah, but more like like little kids. Anyway, so anyway, after breakfast, Robin's like, we're about to play this game. I will say these girls never get along until they talk about sex. They love it. They all kiki laugh like they the best of friends during these games. So
can we talk about wine?
Yes, talk about wine.
I forget what the question was, but basically,
fetish.
Robin,
yeah, basically the fetish. Like, what would something like what is a fetish that one has, or something like that?
So Juan wants to see Robin with another woman. And
Or
so
person. She said it could be. She made it seem like it
that's
could
right.
be either.
That's right. And she was just like, no, I'm not gonna have sex with another woman. So Juan was just like, or man.
Did you want to fly up to DC and be like, look, I got flued out, but my I need somebody to come pay for my hotel, man. You can bring Robin. You can bring Robin. This time. Oh my gosh. You've never been happier. Oh my God. You stepped back and everything. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Yeah. So.
I was done. I was done for the whole season. That was it right there. That was a 10 moment right there.
Okay. You're like, hey, okay. Like, see, this season is a 10 just because of that. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of what Wendy, I forgot what they asked. Oh, the longest I think they had been without sex. She said 2 weeks. And then Ashley brought something about the third brown eye. Is that a term you're familiar with?
Never heard it before.
Ever. And I'm like, is that some biracial stuff? Like, well, nobody seemed to have heard of it. Somebody thought it was.
Wendy was like, yeah,
Yeah.
Girl, you ain't never heard that before in your life.
Right. Because I assumed it was something different than it actually was. Because I was just like, oh, maybe the third eye is this. And she made it seem like it was the booty hole. So, because she made it seem like that's all he wanted to do. And I'm like, I don't think y'all thinking about the same thing. So, yeah. Ashley, they asked when the last time she had sex, and she said it was in January. I don't know what month this is, but it wasn't with Michael. NECA, I think they asked
she seemed kind of like upset when they asked if it was Michael. She had like a flash of anger on her face. For like a second. And then she answered the question.
Oh, she's like, how dare you? But yeah. And it could be that because it was kind of weird. We'll get to this at the lunch scene or whatever, but it was just kind of, I don't know, her bringing up the whole thing was just kind of weird. Like, I think I should tell you guys something. But anyway, let me see. NECA, who she trade partners with? And she quickly said G or Juan, whoever's buying the lobsters or whatever.
Yeah, girl.
I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm not thinking about who I would trade partners with, but it seemed like she had that answer on deck. And then Karen, they asked her how many sexual partners she's had in the last 5 years. And she paused. She did not immediately say 1, duh. She was like, does it include wet dreams? Karen. And then she said 40.
She had to think about that one. She had to think about that one. She had to think.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like, Karen, the right answer is 1. Even if you're lying, it's 1. So anyway,
I believe the blue-eyed man is real. I believe the blue-eyed man is real.
Blue eyes. Oh gosh. So the ladies head to the beach, and I was so upset because they always talk about Ashley's coochie sweat. And Mia was so wrong when she got off the bed. It was like, Ashley, your coochie's sweating. And
they sure did.
I was dead. I was like, oh, Mia's so wrong. But anyway, so this is the part where I was talking about Ashley was like, well, I decided to tell you ladies that something I was lost, but what I got is like she's used to being in a relationship. And so the one night stand things, I don't know, it was kind of, I didn't get it. I didn't really get it, but Mia was just like, oh, okay. So is that why, I was wondering that you're probably staying with Mary for financial reasons. And then Wendy pops up, was like, are you with Gordon for financial reasons? And that's where she started talking about Gordon was broke. And no, I wrote that he was broke when she met him. She said broke. Yeah.
She used the word broke?
Yeah. She said she was broke when I met him. And she
just like Karen. Whenever she lies, she commits. She commits. She realized she misspoke. She realized she lied. She had to cover that up.
Yes. But Ashley claims that Michael, he's giving her no money. But if you're paying half of the mortgage, that's kind of giving you money. because I thought he was paying half, but maybe not after divorce. I don't know. Well, they still married, so yeah, he probably still paying half. But she likes the stability of having him there, like as a fallback, like if we divorce, then I can't go back, that type of thing. But anyway, she's working with not a life coach, but a confidence coach. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I've never heard of a confidence coach, but I don't know if that's what life coaches are changing into, that the new name or what. But anyway, she's working with her. And one of her goals was to release a song for her birthday.
I knew that you would have a lot of thoughts about this.
I meant to go back and listen to the song so I can sing it because I can't remember how it goes, but it was something about healing and thriving or something like that. No longer surviving or something. It was something. Okay. She was ready for the song. I will say that. I thought her voice sounded really well. Like she sounded good. It was definitely an Ashley song. It just sounded like an Ashley song. It seemed like it did have a familiar like I may have heard it before or something like that, but it was an Ashley song. I'll give her that. But she got claps from around the people.
I think she shocked everybody. I really do think that she shocked everybody because we had heard her sing before in the past, and it was trash. It was garbage.
And I mean, I will say, horrible. Even in the past, the song was garbage. I think her voice is just very poppy.
It's poppish.
It's
poppish.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was just like, but I do think they shocked it because somebody was recording, and I'm sure they were recording.
It was more than one,
just in case.
Because your girl, she
got a knife.
Yeah, the knife. She said, "Go, do your thing." She was ready to clown. She was ready to clown. She was. She was ready to clown that girl.
Yeah, she was like, "Sing your song." Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, the ladies were supporting Ashley. Candace and Ashley had issues, but she was just pouring into her. And somebody else, was it Karen? Somebody else was pouring into giving Ashley positive. So I really like that because I like to see that, okay, they're not all mean girls. They're not all, hating on each other or whatever.
They can still support each other.
Yes. And so it was I was feeling good about it. They went to the beach and did a photo shoot. I must say, I think Candace did the best photo shoot.
Candace is always going to do the best. Yeah. And let me explain. So first off, Candace is younger. Mm-hmm. I get it. She's younger. Her body is well suited, and she's used to that. She
knew how to pose for sure. So, I must say Giselle's was the worst, but they, I think they didn't get, the other people were actually posing, where hers was more like
it was an action shot. Yeah.
It wasn't like I posed for this. So anyway, this was feeling really good. The girls were supporting each other with their photo shoots and stuff. And that's why I felt like Robin was super messy because it was a good day. It was a really good day. And so they're all sitting in, and then Robin was like, I caught their faces and, basically brings up what we talked about earlier. And I have to go back and listen to see. I thought she said she didn't catch it. But anyway, they were talking about that. And then Wendy comes over at the end of the episode and nobody says anything. I think she said, "What were y'all talking about?" or something like that. And I don't know if she went over there with what y'all talking about? Because I heard my name.
I don't think so. I think it was just, hey, we were talking as a group. This is another group. The vibes are good.
Yeah, hey, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, I didn't think she went there with mess. I didn't. Okay. Even though her face was kind of dry, I don't think she went with mess. I don't think so.
Okay. But yeah, it kind of ended there. So we don't know where it was going, but yeah, that was the end of that episode. I can't remember the preview, and I didn't take notes. What's happening next week? Nothing. Yeah, but anyway, but this was that's what I mean. It felt good for the most part, this episode, because people were supporting, and it wasn't a lot of mess. It was just.
I think the cast is choosing not to go down certain roads. You know what I'm saying? It's there, but I don't want to go there. I think right now they're rebuilding because they've had such hard seasons. And they want to, because for instance, Candace and Giselle, okay, this is like 2 seasons in a row. It's getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to deal with it. Y'all got to deal with it because we can't have another season like this.
Yeah,
Just
when
can't.
they're yeah.
They don't even want to talk to each other. Like, no, that's foolishness.
Yeah, and it's hard to film a show when like the people
Mhm.
won't even talk to each other.
And
Now,
they
what
clicked
about
up.
you said in what?
They're clicked up. I don't like the okay. So I realize in real life, yes, people, hang out with people that they're close to. I get that. But this is supposed to be a cast, an ensemble. So everybody needs to speak to each other. And if you and I have an issue with each other, yeah, it might take, a couple episodes before we have our falling out and then make up. But do it.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting. I feel like they should be, unless you can't make it. Like Suri, that was last minute. But if somebody's having an event, I feel like everybody should show up because that's what we're paying you for, to film this show. So I don't know. I don't like when they can decide like, oh, I ain't gonna go
Exclude
'cause-
people.
yeah. Or I'm not going because I don't like this person. Either way. So I don't like that. What did you think about? I forgot her name. Was it Kierna, the new girl?
I mean, is she just a friend of someone who just decided to go with them, or is
They
she
have
like?
brought her. I think she's the spot. She's been in previous. Her hair is different, but she's been in previous scenes where, like,
Oh.
I think she's Wendy's friend, but Mia knows. Like, other people know her, but I think Wendy may have brought her on the show.
Elizabeth Hernandez says Giselle won't let it go. She's the big bully of the group.
Agreed. I agree. I agree with you.
Whatever. Whatever.
Because it's really, I mean, if you think about it, I feel like Wendy and Candace would be willing to talk to her, but she's standing 10 toes down, like, yeah, I'm not talking to them. Yeah, I refuse to. And to me, okay, I can't remember what Wendy did to her or Candace did to her, but I know what she did to them. I can't remember what they did to her to make her so bad. But in any case, we'll see what happens. But
well, Elizabeth, I'm glad that you agree with Michelle. I disagree with both of you.
He has color issues. He don't like the dark skinned women on the show.
What?
I'm just playing. That's what people be saying online. Not about you, but about this franchise in general. Oh gosh. But yeah. But yes. But yeah, so we'll see what happens next week on the episode, and hopefully the ladies will continue their good vibes as long as Robin doesn't get involved. She's doing everything she can to keep Juan's name out of our mouths. So
out of their mouths, but she keeps bringing Juan's name up, and to me, that comment did not make her look good at all.
She wrote the questions, right?
She did. She did, but so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah,
it's like she invited mess. She really did with that whole comment.
So anyway, well, nice to have you, Elizabeth. You'll have to come back next week, next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Chop it up with us. But that's it. Make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And we'll be here next time. And we'll try to do like if they're hot topics, like why the F, who the F did I marry? All that kind of stuff. We try to review those different things too. But that's it. Anything else, Jermaine?
No, that's it.
All right.
Y'all have a good one. Until next time.